Whoops, a little bit late. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a sweaty edition of Alien Addict. Don't know where I'm going with that one. Right, I'm checking things over and we're ready to go. Let's do this. Right, where's the button? There's a button somewhere. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Alien Addict. This is the show where we discuss all things UFOs and aliens to the paranormal, and our pursuits into the mysteries or the unexplained. Welcome on in, and a happy Friday to you. Hope you're all doing well. So it's been a bit of a busy week for Alien Addict. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded anything. I'm preparing for my German flying saucer part 14, I think. Something like that. So yeah, I've got a lot of parts to come up in terms of deep diving into the story of Maria Orsic once again, because I've actually received an email from somebody from Germany. So Hans, if you're watching this, buddy, I have responded to your email. So so I have received an email from someone called Hans, who's from Germany, and he was talking about Maria Orsic, obviously about pronunciations, and obviously me being an Englishman, being from the Southwest don't really help because I sound like a pirate. And you know me, I can't pronounce words properly. But nevertheless, especially German words. But it went to like specific details into Maria Orsic. And obviously, there's one misconception, one misinformation. Maria Orsic was not born in Vienna. She was born in Croatia. All right. So there's so much like misinformation about that. And I think I clarified that. So yeah, I'm going to get in contact for probably potentially an interview with Hans and to see any additional information. And like I said, guys, I'm not ruling out the woman herself, Maria Orsic or Maria Orsic. I might say that wrong. I think I might be saying that wrong, actually. But nevertheless, I remain open-minded. It's never debunked. It's a fascinating story, and we have gone into quite a lot of deep dive into it, really. I think part 7 is like the biggest deep dive. So yeah, fun times would be had by all, as they say. It's a fascinating subject. So recently, where is it to? I was on the Daily Conspiracy podcast with Ollie. So yes, I shall put the link in description. Where is it to? Oh, there it is. I could probably play a little bit of it because he did give me a bit of a compliment. So yeah, me and Ollie were talking about, it was the show I did on Tuesday, the predictive programming from the book The Sovereign Individual from 1997, like predicting like what's happening pretty much now in today's day and age, which is immensely fascinating. So yeah, we've been talking about that with Ollie, and we mentioned, well, actually, Ollie mentioned Bonnie Blue. Like first thing right off the bat, I'm like, mate, I think we're going to go off to the right path here, and it was fun. It was a great conversation. It was absolutely brilliant. Oh, where's the link for that? We need to get into chat as well. There we go. That is for the podcast. You can actually watch it for free on YouTube. So, yeah, it was good. Good fun. Really, really good fun. Let's get to chat. Oh, let's bring me up a little bit. Hello, Bob. How's it going, man? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Double check. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm actually going to change my microphone beginning of February. Yes, it's going to be top quality. So I'm now my tuff's out. I'm all good. Hopefully, no pain, no gain. And yeah, new microphone, better quality. Better quality, absolutely. But I hope you're doing well, Bob. Nice to see you. Science Evidence Fringe. How's it going, buddy? John Strokes. Thanks for the shout out on X, mate. Much appreciated. And Corbell's cat. Nice to see you. Sadie, how's it going? And weren't you Saxon? Buddy, I got a t-shirt being made for you, and I'm going to have it sent through the post. So don't worry, I'll get it. It's going to take about a couple of weeks, mate. So bear with me and I'll get in contact with you. So yeah, but I hope you're doing well and say hello to Bobby and all the family for me. And happy 420. No, just say it out loud. Sheep Bob, how's it going? Nice to see you. Twisted Hippie. Hope you're having a good Friday. And to you, Paul Robertson. And again, Twisted Hippie. Ray Clay too. Happy Friday. Where we got up here? And Sophia. Definitely 429 for you, darling. Hope you're doing well. I'm going to Penny Van tomorrow for camping. Yes, it's pissing down with rain, which ain't gonna be great. But anyway, we'll chase the sheep at the meantime. It'll be fun. Right, who we got here? Hey, Azuri boy, nice to see you, man. How's it all going? And I think that is it. Go all the way back down to chat. Right, that's it. Fantastic. So let's bring up. Oh, actually, someone actually put a comment. Let's bring up this up. So someone put a comment out there. Great show. This is the first time I've seen Nick. Why does he look like a lead guitarist from the 90s rap metal band? Look, listen, I actually had my sides trimmed today, so I'm growing the top, but it's at that stage where it looks incredibly 90s, and I blank refuse to have a man bun. Honestly, even my missus. Well, did she say think it's gay? I think it's gay. It's not long enough yet, but. No, mate, no man buns for me. I just sort of clear it back or something like that. I don't know. But yes, I do look like I've come out of the 90s. I just have to stick with it. I know. You have to, I know. I can't help it. Actually, yeah, exactly. Go. This is it. I probably look a bit gay now. Actually, Ollie said I was handsome. I'll play the clip just to stroke the ego a little bit. Yes, Sophia, see, we're on the same page. No man buns. I blank refuse, or just wear a beanie. I unsubscribe. Point taken. Yeah, it's just what it is. I'm actually growing it out to like here. It's just to see what it's like. I'm gonna wait a year, see what it's like. If I don't like it, I'm just getting rid of it. But it's going into my eyes already. Yeah, curtains. That's it. It kind of reminds me of like Take That or some bloody mid-90s boy band. Jesus Christ. But actually, when you walk around now, even in terms of like fashion, you've seen 90s come way back into the fashion now because it's such a nostalgic period. And I think people my age have very fond memories of it. But yeah, like the fashion, the music, vinyls, even tapes, videotapes, and especially the hairstyles are coming back. I'm seeing people with flipping mullets, like full-on mullets. So embrace it, people. Embrace it. But yeah, I understand. No man buns. So anyway, I tell you what. Let's play just a tiny little clip of the man himself. It's going to be all over the place today, guys. And it's going to be like a 2-hour show. I know we normally go 3 hours, but I've got to be up early tomorrow. I've got exercise with my missus, got ready for camping and all that. I've got a full-on day tomorrow. So yeah, hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. Well, I've got loads of stuff to show you. It's going to be a great fun show. So yeah, this is it. Predictive programming. They knew everything in 1997. I would say beforehand anyway. But here is Ollie and moi together. At least let's see what Ollie says.
But yeah, you're a very, very knowledgeable guy, mate. And
thank you.
I implore. Is that the right word? I'm like you, Nick. I get my words wrong. We're going to be a right pair tonight. But yeah, I manifest you all to go over to Alien Addict and subscribe, people, and watch Nick's shows. They are absolutely fantastic, and he's a fountain of knowledge and very entertaining at that. Also,
Really?
may I add,
Okay.
quite a handsome chap. If you listen to
Do you
this.
All right. Thank you, Ollie. Right, I'm gonna leave that there. Just stroke me ego, right? Don't worry, I did call him gay. Don't worry. We had a bit of a chuckle. It's fine. We had a good chuckle over it. But yeah, it's not every day you get called handsome. Thank you, Ollie. But anyway, back to I quote, yes, I look like I come from the late 90s. But anyway, like I said, that's my right. I haven't used what is it? Paint, Microsoft Paint in about 25 years. And here's my crappy attempt after God knows how many years. So yeah, it's going to be a shorter 1.5 hour, 2 hour show. Like and subscribe. Do you like how I have to use the mouse for that? Oh, bloody hell. But anyway, because obviously I'm going to, this is Penny Van. Now, Sophia, you know about this, don't you? Beautiful scenery. We're not actually going up the mountain as such, but we're going to be like more or less down here camping, chasing the sheep, you know, and oh my God, chemtrails. No chemtrails around my area. I swear to God, I'm just joking. But anyway, look, beautiful scenery. But he wants to go bloody up here tomorrow when it's pissing down with rain. I'm like, no, thank you, Alan. No, thank you. Did I call him Alan? Yeah. I mispronounced it. But beautiful place, isn't it? Wales. So if you're from America and you come into England or Wales, you got fantastic scenery here in Penny Van. Is that right, Sophia? Penny Van? Is that right? Penny Van or Pen Y Van? I get confused. But anyway. Right. Okay. Check this out. Right. So I've been researching the Nordics. Yes. Twisted Hippie is a beautiful part of Wales. It's what is it? I think it's like North Wales. We're pretty much going. Yeah, I'll behave myself. Don't worry. We pay a farmer. He's got this land, and we pay him so he's going to get 100 quid tomorrow, or like 80 quid. We pay him a tenner each, and we're always respectful. We make sure we always clear up beforehand, so we're not destroying his property, anything like that. We make sure it's all spotless, and he's always let us come in, like no problem at all. We have fires, but we got these pit fires, so it doesn't like scorch the ground. But yeah, there are sheep running around everywhere. They actually come up to us, believe it or not. I'll take some videos, but honestly, it's in the middle of nowhere and it's just quiet. And it's like a man's club. No women allowed. It's only men allowed. It's like my gym lot. I know it sounds gay. Nothing to do with that. It's just we eat like kings. We talk dirty, like a proper lads' night out. Do you know what I mean? And but honestly, the scenery is just beautiful, and I love that sort of landscape view. I'm rambling too much. Anyway, topic Nordics. Yes, we researched the Nordics and like Pleiadians and stuff like that. I want to go more into the abduction side. And obviously today's topic, obviously I should mention about this, Paul Villa and Daniel Fry's photographs and their contactees, okay? Yeah, we'll get to it. You're probably looking at the thumbnail and going, oh shit, why is Nick talking about fake photographs? No, don't worry. All right, we'll get to it. The thing is with ufology, guys, is that don't take it too seriously, and you're going to come across fakes. It comes with the territory, and you can trace that back all the way back to the 40s, 50s. Oh God, I can talk about it forever, and I have done to a certain degree over the past year on Alien Addict. So take it with a pinch of salt, but it's fun to talk about. It's ufology, anyway. Anyway, going back. Hey, Green Tea, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Here's a man's club. Not really. It's my gym lot. It's just. I just don't think a lot of men talk about their feelings. I don't really talk about my feelings. That's between you and me, and obviously, and the 26 people watching this, and obviously a lot more people after this. Is that I don't really talk to my feelings to my missus. So I'm still quite reserved. And that's personally between you and me. That's me being personal. So we go to these like camps where we just sort of have a fire. We honestly have such a good laugh, and yeah, we just talk feelings, man. You know, it's I think it's a healthy thing to do, you know, because 2026 it's a lot of shit going on, you know, And when you're quite reserved like me, I'm not really a social person. And the only people that I could kind of relate to is my gym lot, because I see them pretty much every day, you know. So yeah, but no, we have good fun. I'm rambling once again. Nordics, for Christ's sake. Yes, they'll be coming up very, very soon. I've got some books on it. I want to go through some publications, etc., etc. Yes, Twisted Hippie, absolutely. Yeah. And it's the scenery helps, and just being with like-minded people, which I'm going to be talking about Palladians and probably chemtrails tomorrow about them, you know what I mean? Anyway, Christ's sake, Nordics, right? So I've been researching into them. So obviously we're talking about, let's go back, here's a proper example. Long hair, blonde, blue eyes, right up Sophia Street. Hey, how's it? I would imagine Sophia. Mark Jeffrey, how's it going, man? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well, and happy Friday. Happy Friday. Yes, mate. See what I mean? It's yeah. I've deleted a lot of stuff from X, and I have to admit, it has made a world of difference. It's like you're just being ignorant for the stuff going on. Like, I'm fully aware of the stuff going on, but I just don't want to see it on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Anyway, Nordics, for Christ's sake. Yes, Nordics, amazing. They look incredible as like male models. And as I was going through the photographs of Nordics, let's put it a bit bigger for people. There we go. There we go, Sophia. It's all coming out now, isn't it, darling? Woo! Yeah. Yeah, this is it. This is a typical example of a definitely batty boy business sides, mate. Oh, it's brilliant. Hey, it's Piers. How's it going, man? Albinos. Oh, brilliant. But look, you get the idea. You get the idea of what Nordics look like. And then it sort of came to me. I was like, do you know what? What do they remind me of? And I do have a couple of songs on my playlist. And do you know what they actually look like? Nelson Brothers. They literally look like, so if you don't know who the Nelson Brothers are, they're actually they're brothers, obviously, but they had a band back in the early 90s. They were like a one-hit wonder. And I've got one of their songs on my playlist because, look, okay, I'm a bit nostalgic for ABBA. Hey, Mark Jeffries, how's it going? No, sorry. Marcus David, nice to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Right. Where was I going with this one? So, yeah, the Nordics, look. Okay, Nordics, look. Honestly, okay, wait a minute. There we go. Look, perfect example. They look like Nordics. And I was like, holy shit. They're like spitting image. Here's another one, and Philip. Fucking face. Oh, I can hear the echoes through the hills of the word go. But you get the gist of it, right? It just came in my head. I thought, fucking hell, yeah, they do look Nordic, don't they? And they're brothers, but then haven't got any blue eyes. But my God, they look almighty gay. How's it going, man? Nice to see you. The Nelsons, that's it. Did I say the word, the Nelsons? Zoolander. Oh, bloody hell. But you see what I mean? Hey, Benjamin, Man of Music, nice to see you. You see what I mean, Benjamin? You probably know Nelson. I tell you what, if you don't know this band, fuck it. Should we just play like the chorus of one of their one-hit wonders, After the Rain? Just for you. Hold on, let's find it. I had it queued up somewhere. I was looking at Nordics. I was like, do you know what? It kind of reminds me of someone. And it was like, oh, the Nelsons. That was it. There it is. Let's bring this up. So they're like one-hit wonders. I think they're still going now. I don't know if they still got the hair. All right. Probably going to get copyright, but fuck it. Where are we to? Right. This is the Nelsons. This is After the Rain. Ready? Yeah, you get the idea, right? Fuck it, a bit more. Right, there we go. So that's the Nelsons, After the Rain, right up Sophia Street. But once again, they look like flipping Nordics. And I know they look like Nordics because the proof is in the pudding. Look, let's see that. It's, you know what? One is a guilty pleasure of, hold on, where is it? Their album. It's, yeah, is it that it? Yeah, After the Rain or something. I think the album was called that. And it came out in 1991. It was like the last bit of that sort of glam rock, I would say. But it's just the long hair. Just, I was like, definitely Nordics. So they're definitely up to something. Steady on, Bob. But yeah, that was just a bit of fun, But anyway, let's get back to the main show. Lovely hair. It is actually, no, go back. It is lovely hair, you have to admit. But yeah, Sophia, this one's for you, darling. Oh, they walk among us. Absolutely, Sadie. Absolutely. So, oh, I wish. In fact, even though I did look like a girl back in the day, but nothing like that. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the show. What a good little giggle. But yes, the Nelsons probably are Nordics. Coming to Alien Addict very soon. Right, so today's topic, we are talking about Paul Villa and a guy I haven't really mentioned before, and that is called, I'm fucking trying to figure his name now. Daniel Fry, that was it. Brain fart. So yeah, here we have some fantastic photographs. So what I'm about to show you today are original photographs that you'll have to do a bit of a deep dive into it. And what I found interesting, I found a auction of the original photographs from contactees. Immensely fascinating. And it's going to kind of prove whether or not this is actually raw or not. But this here came up on, is it Pinterest or something like that? Or is it too? What have I got it here? Hold on. Oh no, I tell you what, fuck it. I'll bring this one up. These are like really detailed photographs of UFOs. And it's going to be this one here. This was taken in Mexico. And this is the pinstripe. There we go. See that there? And I can do a little bit of a background on this. So this image from 1958 shows a mind-boggling UFO over Mexico. It's saying here, have I got the website? Where's the website? Oh, I don't have it. Okay. Oh, no, there it is. Oh, brilliant. Okay. I'll tell you what. I have about 50 odd tabs of a cluster fuck of shit. I mean, I'm not talking about shit. I'm talking about literally of UFO stuff that I haven't organized properly, which I should have done. I'm trying to get ready for tomorrow. I've been all over the place. But here it is. Here's a website. It's a bit bigger for you guys, so you can find the photographs in a bit more detailed. So, this is a oh, hold on. Bloody hell, here we go. A disc UFO photograph back in 1958 near Colima volcano, Mexico. Video UFO sighting news. And these photographs look quite detailed from 1958. It's going to slowly go down. And there is a video, but it's been privatized. So unfortunately, I can't find a video. Let's have a little look here. Where it's saying. So check out these great old black and white photographs from 1958 in Mexico. They're so great detailed of disc craft over the area in Colombia. Some place in Mexico. So this place is famous for disc UFOs over this area, notoriously for its giant disc holes that appears out of nowhere. Ooh, UFOs transportation tunnels coming and going. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Yeah, there it is. See, the videos were privatized, which kind of sucks. I couldn't really find anything on it. But yeah, this is what the theme of today, guys. Detailed UFO photographs from the 1950s and 1960s. Okay. What's the best thing to do? I tell you, let's come out of that. I'm going to go back into the photographs. Sorry, guys. I'm normally quite prepared for shows, and I've just thought, I'll add that, I'll add that, I'll add that, I'll add that. Just talk. I'll just go through bits and pieces. Not that one. Where is it to? Let's go through that one now. Okay. Roll that to one side. Douche.
There we go. Fantastic. Righty tight. So that is obviously the 1958 photograph that we just seen. Oh yeah, here's just do you know what? I had a look at this. It's all in French, I think. Yeah, definitely different language. But this is a interesting craft that was photographed in, oh, is that Brazil? Brazilians, is that right? 22nd of May 1969. I would consider that a thunder. Yeah, was it a Thunderbird craft? Look at that. Brilliant. Look at that. Right. Okay. So yes, today we're going to talk about Paul Villa. So this one here, no, this one is David Fries and Paul Villa. You probably noticed these photographs back in the day. We're going to go through it now in terms of authenticity. And it's, well, I'll say it's up to you, really. It's always the Germans. It kind of looks like it, doesn't it? Right. What I found interesting was this is an original auction, which I shall bring up. Here we go. I'm multitasking today, guys. Sorry, I'm going in and out. Pretty much what Boy Blue does. There we go. George Adamski and Paul Villa's photograph. Original ones. This is the actual original. And it's been sold. God knows how much for. Oh, go away. And you're bloody... Oh, yeah, whatever. So it's saying here, albums of the close encounters of two prominent ufologists, 1967. And here is a photo album. We'll get to the photographs, don't worry. But this is where I actually found it from. It's called Daniel Oliver at Gallery Network. I think this is an auction or probably a private place you can actually buy vintage stuff from. I'm not too sure. I didn't really go into full detail into this website. But I remember not long ago, I think it was a couple of streams ago, they actually had an auction with all the Rendell Stevens photographs, all the original ones that were selling for like thousands. And I think this might be part of the website. But yeah, we are dealing with this today, okay? If I would add the money, I would definitely buy this. But you can probably see so far, it doesn't look that great. But don't worry, we're going to get into it. And I actually have the full photographs right here, which I'm going to give to you in your face right now. Okay, so yeah, these are the photographs we were talking about. Let's go for it one by one. Yeah, mate, honestly, Dan, I love these old books. That's where my pure love for ufology is. It really is going into these old cases, which I find immensely fascinating. Like I said, it just kind of reminds me back of the 90s, being at that old bookstore and seeing, I mean, asking the guy, have you got any books on UFOs? I must have been like 8 years old at the time, and handed me like an old book like this, and I can remember the smell and like all these old photographs. It just very nostalgic time period. So I thought, let's harken back today and have a little look. And I've got videos as well to show. Yes, I've got videos. So don't worry, it's not all going to be me rambling on. Just bring it a bit bigger. You can see that. There you go. Okay, so just trying to think. Hold on. Yes, this is Daniel Fry's UFO photographs. Okay. There's a video footage of this, and I think it's worth noting. Now, I'm not here to debunk, but we need to criticize as well. This is ufology we're talking about. If you have a look at these flying saucers, put two by side, there's always like a little tip at the top, little notch at the top. Oh, there's another one. Look, you see that there? We'll get to the videos in a bit, but these were taken on a Polaroid camera. Yes, a Polaroid. And you can see from these photographs, I mean, like I said, that looks like one of those Jewish toys. Is it? Is it Hanukkah thing? I've just butchered that word. Sorry. I have no idea about religion, especially the Jewish faith. So it kind of looks like what reminds me of the toys. I think I remember seeing it on South Park. I remember. Dreidel, that's it. Dreidel. I made it out of clay. Yep, I see it. I remember the theme. And that was from South Park. Thank you, Science Evidence Fringe. It saves me from looking like a complete twat. Paranoid photograph. Did I say that? Did I say paranoid? I bloody didn't. A Polaroid camera. And actually, those are coming back in fashion now. It's quite nice. But yeah, these were taken by what Paul says, a Polaroid, not a paranoid camera. Oh dear. But yeah, these are very interesting photographs that were taken in the 1950s, okay? And Daniel Fry claims to be abducted by these craft, all right? So let's move on to the next one. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, did I manage to? Oh, no, I'm on the right track. Okay, so this here, we're going to move on to Paul, excuse me, Paul Villa, all right? I should have mentioned about Daniel Fry. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to mention here. So Daniel William Fry was an American UFO contactee from the 1950s era, part of the early wave of people claiming to have direct contact with extraterrestrials, similar to the figures like George Adamski. Yeah, so okay, we've got George Adamski, we've got Daniel Fry, and Paul Villa, pretty much in that sort of 10, 20-year time span, 50s and 60s. So he was best known, so we're talking about Daniel Fry here. So he's best known for his claims of experiencing his UFO encounter on July the 4th of 1950, whilst working at a explosive technician engineer at White Sands Proving Range, which is obviously now New Mexico, according to Fry. So that's his claims there. So he encountered a landed remote-controlled aircraft, spaceship, so to speak. He went on board. It flew him at high speeds from White Sands to New York City and back in about 30 minutes. That's roughly 8,000 miles round trip. He communicated telepathically to these extraterrestrial entities named Alan, Alan, or Alan, who gave him spiritual and philosophical messages about humanity, peace, and advanced technology. Fry detailed his claims in his 1954 book called White Sands Incident. Ooh, all right, I'll look into that. And later expanded reprints of this extraterrestrial statements. And he was a prominent figure in the 1950s of the obviously UFO community and contactee community. And he was the founder of an organization called Understanding Incorporate, which was promoting his messages, published newspapers and newspaper articles and literature widely. Lecturally, I need to slow down my reading, man. He did lectures basically. So there we go. That's Paul William Fry. That's his name. Obviously, he's no longer with us. He died December the 20th, 1992. But we're going to skip forward to Paul Villa. Let's bring this up so you can see it a bit bigger. Sorry, guys, it's a bit small. Yes, it was called Alan. Yes, that's right. Alan the alien. There we go. So let's move on to Paul Villa. You've probably seen these photographs before. Let's have a little look here for Paul Villa. We've got any information on this chap right here. Yes, Paul Villa. And he was born on September the 24th, 1916, and he died in the late 80s. Not as a specific day. Okay, so American UFO contactee from the 60s, and he was best known for his series of claimed photographs, and here's one of them on the screen right now, of a UFO and alleged alien encounter of extraterrestrials near Albuquerque and New Mexico. So the Native American, Spanish, German, and Scottish descendants, Villa, okay, so that's his ancestors, I guess, worked as mechanics and was in World War II veteran who had married a German woman. Oh, German connection. He claims to have been taught telepathically by extraterrestrials' intelligence, stating that at the age of 5, despite only completing part of the schooling, his major contact reported began in early 1960s. So here we have some key elements on here. Let's have a little look. So he says he pre-arranged meetings with these space people. So they're like human-like beings from the galaxy constellation of Coma Borealis. Fucking screw that word up. This is many light years away, according to Grok. Thank you, Grok. They communicated telepathically, all Spanish and English. That's interesting. And shared messages about humanity, advanced technology, and future events. I'm always saying here about the new atomic bomb being dropped in 1966 and hidden details on Mars, photographs, and spiritual guidance. beautiful. See, we need more like a good friendly aliens like that. The only thing we haven't got bloody photographs of them. One notable encounter of this incident of June the 16th, 1963, of a craft hovering for hours, allowing him to take multiple photos with a Japanese, what's that? Raku Shiga camera of Kodak film. That's my best attempt of a Japanese accent. I could say ich ni sanshi. There we go. See, I did karate once. No, actually, I did for like over 20 years. But yeah, that's the only things I know. It's counting to 1 to 10 in Japanese, or becoming like really racial stereotype. But anyway, forget about it. But here's one of the contactee. Definitely not fake. I'm going to say that right now. Sorry, guys. I'll get to chat in a second. Some accounts mention that the 9 occupants, 5 were women and 4 were men, in tight uniforms. Oh, bloody hell, the Nelsons again. They're back again. Even, oh, hold on. What's it saying here? So it's saying that, action, okay, no, screw that bit. Okay, so it's saying here that the beings were portrayed as benevolent, almost angelic beings, warning of self-inhumiliation for helping humanity. Did I say that right? No, forget that. Anyway, just imagine the Nordics. So I'm guessing, does it say Nordics here? It doesn't specifically say Nordics though. Yeah, Rendell Stevens brought this up, and yeah, long hair, sort of. I'm guessing like Billy Meyer style, but those are Pleiadians. But you're still dealing with the long hair. This is it. I was going through Pleiadians and Nordics. Obviously, they're 2 separate races. So yeah, here. Oh, hold on. Oh no. Okay, tell you what. That was we've gone through that one. Let's go through these. So they're a bit on the side. So tilt your head to the side like that. Let's get through chat a little bit. It looks very small, like a few centimeters. Yeah, it doesn't look like. This is it. Once we get to the videos, Science Evidence Fringe, you see what I mean. Oh, did I miss anyone in chat? No, I think that's everyone. All right, it's tight. So here's some photographs from Paul Villa in the 1960s. Yeah, you see how close it gets to the camera. We'll see, watch the video footage of it. It's very Billy Meyer style, and it kind of gets glossed over a lot in ufology, I have to admit. So here we go. You can see him in the trees there. You have to tilt your head a little bit on that one. So here is his truck. So he was actually on his way to work, and because he was part of his specific job. Part of his specific job was to actually photograph the scene. I can't remember what he actually did. He said he was a mechanic or something like that. So he would drive to these specific sites and take photographs. So he always had his Polaroid camera, and that's where he said these flying saucers. There we go. Here we are. Like that. It's always like perfect in between trees. Have I not noticed that? Yeah, we'll go through the photographs, and you can kind of see how that could be possible. And I would say, look, listen, guys, I'm a true believer, but with ufology, especially the history of ufology that we've looked into on Alien Addict, there's a lot of fakers out there, and you just have to accept that. I mean, some of these video footage, especially the one last week where I was actually laughing my ass off, that was horrendously bad. But now we can sort of analyze these photographs and even video footage, even though it's been 60 years since then. We've learned a lot, especially through UFO sightings, through video form and photographs, what can actually be fake. And we're going to go through some of these photographs right now. Let's put it bigger so you can see. Here we go. They're brilliant photographs, I have to admit. Yeah, Billy Meyer style, mate. Yeah, I would say. Yeah. But the thing is, you don't get any footage of the aliens. You never see it. Sorry, guys, you have to twist your head on that one. I should have turned that around. Can I turn that around? Where's the rotate button? Resize. Oh, I can't do it here. I'll have to go for edit. Okay, never mind. Okay, zoom into this one. Tilt your heads to the left, to the left, to the left. Here's another one. Beautiful one. Look at that. Kind of looks like it's got a little turret underneath that. Sorry, guys. It's you have to like tilt your head. Yeah. I'm really curious to see how much he's actually sold for, as these are the original photographs. Yeah, that technology has been for a while, mate. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I can actually got a video here of like UFO analysis back in the 90s, but again, I think we've come so far now, and now we've got AI. I think we can do so much more now in terms of AI doing a lot of clear up of these photographs, so to speak. So we move on to George Adamski. Oh, I don't know what, I haven't really talked about George Adamski. Hold on. This is where this is where Grok gets handy. Who was George? Okay. So again, another contactee. So we've obviously got Daniel Fry, Paul Villa, and George Adamski. So George Adamski, thank you, Grok, for helping me. Please don't take over the world, for Christ's sake. Honestly, there's an AI voice thingy-majiggy you can actually speak to, and it's like speaking to a real person. And I've been speaking to it recently, and it's kind of a bit eerie. It reminds me of a Black Mirror episode. Anyway, George Adamski. Yeah, AI is fascinating, but it's very scary. So the Polish-American author, self-proclaimed philosopher, and the most famous early UFO contact of the 1950s. He is widely regarded as the originator of the modern contactee movement, where individuals claimed friendly, direct encounters with benevolent and extraterrestrials, often called, I love this term, space brothers. Oh, yes. Who delivered... Do you know what? It kind of reminds me of Nelson Brothers. God damn it, bloody Nelson Brothers, bloody music video, who delivered spiritual and philosophical, is that right? Philosophical messages to humanity. Yeah, so if you're new to Alien Addict, I do screw my words up quite a bit. Just need to slow my words down. So he was obviously born in Poland and immigrated to the United States as a child. Let's get to his contact situation. Here we go. This is it. This is what the photographs you have on the screen right now. So his claims escalated. Obviously, we're talking about his contactee with the UFO. Sorry, these are Palladians. Okay. No, I'm going to backtrack on that. This is what I mean. I haven't really looked too much into George Adamski, but I'm going to learn a little bit today. So he reported photographing these cigar-shaped motherships. What you are seeing on screen. Can you see it a bit bigger? There you go. Okay, so yeah, these big, massive cigar-shaped motherships and other objects with the telescope, okay? That's one thing, excuse me, this is one thing I do know about George Adamski, that he took all the video footage, not video footage, he just had video footage, but specifically the photographs through a telescope, all right? I'm just going to take a swig of my sparkling water, 2 seconds. Yes, brothers from another mother. Beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, Space. I like that, Space Brothers. Space Brothers and Sisters. Bloody Nelsons. God damn it. I got that song. Do you know when you get that song and that chorus just gets repeated in your head? That is, I'm fucked now for the remainder of the day. I'm going to be singing that in my dreams. Even though I don't really dream that much. When I do, my God, it hits me hard. Woo. Bastards. Nelson Brothers. Dare I play the whole song? I probably got a flipping copyright for playing that, but who cares? I think we got a good chuckle out of that. Hey, how's it going, Trini Mac? How's it going? Happy Friday. Welcome on into the stream. Nice to see you. Did I finish reading about that? Was I still blabbering on? Okay, so yes, this cigar-shaped objects were taken through a telescope, okay? So on November the 20th, 1952, near the desert center of California, he claimed to meet a handsome, blonde-haired humanoid from Venus named Orton, who was a classic Nordic. All right, we're sticking to the Nordics here. Nelson Brothers, who communicated via hand gestures and telepathically. Did they have a guitar? And were they singing? In the rain or something like that. I can't remember. Also Orton, is it Orthon? Yeah, Orthon, Orthon, Orthon warned of nuclear dangers and promoted peace. Zamsky said he took footprints of the mysterious symbols, but did not take a photograph of Orthon. That's a bloody shame, isn't it? So he later claims rides in. Hold on a minute. Go back a bit. Okay, so he's saying that he claims that the scout ship and large mothership, what you see on the screen right here. Oh, there's a better photograph of it. I tell you what, zoom into those, you can see. All right, there we go. So yeah, these motherships visiting Moon, Venus, Saturn, and other planets. Oh, I'm going to burp. Apologies. So yes, Venus, Saturn, and other planets. Fantastic. And he described these human-like aliens from various planets. It's got specific names here. Focron from Mars, and Ramu from Saturn. who could pass as Earthlings. All right. Okay. Fantastic. I know he actually written a book, didn't he? Back in the day. Do we have his original photographs from? Okay, George Zamsky. I'm going to show you the actual photograph. His very, 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 very famous photograph. Where is it to? That one, isn't it? Yes. There it is. That is a classic George Zamsky flying saucer from the 1950s. And what you probably notice, I mean, one true Saxon probably noticed this, that kind of looks like Haunabu, doesn't it? There's very little like a Haunabu. And concept-wise, I would say. Oh, really? That's an interesting one. No, I didn't. I mean, there are some good photographs of cigar-shaped craft. I think I did one with Hidden where you can see it with. It was, I think, somewhere in the US, we actually shot it down. There's all smoking and all that. I think it was brought up a couple of live streams ago. But yeah, these motherships, I would say. I mean, if you go what the Germans had, which was called the Andromeda machine, that was almost like what you're saying there, Dan, like a cargo aircraft, like housing the Haunabus and the Vrills and, you know, sleeping capacities and stuff like that. Oh, you never heard the song? Yeah, I tell you what. Okay, I love. Is it AOR music? It's like this 80s music that it's like one hit wonders, and never heard of it. It's a bit like, has someone in chat has heard of Toy Matinee? It's an American band. It got one album, but no one knows about them. And well, it came up on Spotify, and all this music started coming up that I really liked. And that Rain song, what's it called again? After the Rain by the Nelsons came up, and I was like, oh, I quite like that. I'll put that to my Spotify list. And then I Googled them. I was like, fuck, they look like Nordics. And then I forgot about it. And the other day I thought about them again. And now Sophia knows the song. Now, whether or not you actually like it or not, I don't know. I got the fucking chorus in my head. I can't get it out. It's too my nutting, Sophia. But yeah, I would say these, especially that photograph there, going back to George Zamsky, it looks very much like the Haunabu. Yeah, so you could say, well, Norbert Juncker Rathofer and Ralph Hettel that promoted, or possibly the creators, I would say from my research, of the Haunabu Vril flying saucers, maybe they've taken the concept from George Zamsky and applied it to their creative vision of the Vril project, which I've talked to death about on. But anyway, enough about that. But that is George Zamsky, right? So that is to do with the cigar-shaped craft that I'm going to bring up on screen right now in your faces. There you go. That's it. So you can see that there. Burp. Do, 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 do. Always, mate. Oh, brilliant. Oh, dear. But you know what? Actually, that was supposed to be... What was it supposed to be? It's like this lighter back in the 50s. I'll think about it next week. I'll bring up like the debunks for it. So, yeah, for real, ladies, mate. Yes. Let's talk about women this time and not talk about men this time. Andrew Saxon. Yeah, it's been very men. Or this is for Sophia. This is for Sophia. I did it for her. You know what I mean? Thank you, Sophia. So saving my ass. Right, let's get into some funny photographs, right? So we're going back to Paul Villa again. Right, some of them are quite laughable. Check this out. This is what I mean. I'm surprised. I want to know how much this actually went for because they're clearly fake. Look, watch this. Okay, I just got to say it right now. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. I just got to bring my cat in. So if you, tell you what, if you observe that one at the bottom, go check that out. Also, let my cat in. Go on then. Yeah. Oh, trust me, it gets more laughable. Oh, yeah. Good point there, Paul. In fact, you got a shadow on that one, but look, you got a little blob. Zoom in a little bit. Right, you got a big blob right there. All right. And this is what I mean. You've always got like a little pinpoint. Hello, darling. Do you want to come up? Go on then. Yeah, wait, don't worry. We'll get into it. Come on then. Yeah. I'm more in favor to some of them. Like if you've seen the short that I uploaded, I did a video on the vintage photographs. And I was saying that I'm not ruling out all of them. Definitely not ruling out all of them. But some of them a bit dubious. But I would say, oh, that blob there, look, that there is there. I think this was the day. Oh, how's it going, Jay Harstein? Nice to see you. Welcome on in, brother. Hope you're doing well, and happy Friday to you. So, yeah, I would say these. It looks quite small, doesn't it? Really, when you think about a craft and these beings, you know, these long blonde-haired. I mean, yeah, Paul Villa said these were beings that were long blonde-haired, pretty much like the rest of them, really. Swamp cats. A tower in the background. Where is that? Okay, well, I tell you what, let's just go through them like one by one, all right? So we've got the disc here, and we've got to have this very small, severe, as one would say these days, okay? And here it is again. What's interesting, let's put these side by side. You can kind of see it's almost at the same position, but vice versa. Yeah, having a good day, mate. Yeah, it's just crap weather where we are, mate, but we're trying to cheer up with a bit of UFOs. But retro UFOs, we're going back to the 50s and 60s, mate, for this one. But yeah, I hope you're doing well too, Hardesty. It's nice to see you. Welcome on in. Ray Clay, too. Did I say hello to you? I hope I did. I'm forgetting all these names. I'm like, shit, did I say hello to you? But yeah, I hope you're doing well, mate, if I didn't say hello. But look at these, like severe object, right on the side here. Okay, but two different angles of this. Let's go down. Once again, the same thing here. Because my conclusion, if he was doing like the Billy Meyer thing, so with the Billy Meyer, it like swings like that. If you've seen some of the footage, it actually swings like that. I'm not going to show you it because it's so fake. But I should really show it because it proves the point here that the fact that maybe that blob you can see right there is actually probably Paul Villa using the model and moving it to the side, and that's why you're getting that blob. I don't know. Maybe it's an extra effect on it. I'm not too sure on that one. But I tell you what is funny, right? But yeah, good point. What Paul was saying. You got a shadow right there. Oh, no, is that it? No, that can't be. Okay, let's go back. Back again. A? Hold on, guys. Oh, it's after that. Oh, my bad. Sorry. Yeah, okay. Right, check this out. This might be the icing on the cake. Right, ready? Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Look, you gotta have a good chuckle out of this. Look, these are the best. Oh, this is hilarious. Look, let's put this. There we go. Look, I'll leave that on the screen for you. Okay, so you said it was swamp gas, One True Saxon. There we go. There we go. So I think, well, I know for a fact, ladies and gentlemen, I think Paul Villa pushed it a little bit too far on this one, didn't you, darling? Yes, you did. Look, there's your shadow, Paul. It's tiny. Yeah, exactly. They're tiny. Yeah, fake and gay, 100%. Yeah. Let's go down. Look. He's got up a close shot of it. Look at that. It's like, stay there, hold on, let me get on the ground and take a photograph of that. Look. Look at it sitting there. Oh, man. Oh, the landing legs. Yeah, yeah. It's probably just some like guttering he used there. Oh, it's there. But we still believe. Good. Yes, Ray Clay, we still believe. But at the same time, I tell you what, it was only until I went on this actual website, I found the original catalog here. But these photographs here, yeah, I know, Sadie, right? But these photographs here, you can't really find on Google search. This is it. It was so like odd. I was like, oh my God, these are really blatantly fake, a fake contactee. So I think we can rule out, safely say, Paul Villa, bless your heart. But I can categorically say 100% that this whole scenario of being contacted, let's just go through his background just slightly to see this here. So Paul Villa. So yes, American contactee in the 60s. A series of photographs, what you're seeing on the screen right now. That one's just fucking hilarious. Look at that. That's brilliant. Actually, those two are my best ones. I might change Alien Addict logo for this. Yes, contactee in the 60s from Albuquerque and New Mexico. So yes, he had meetings with space beings from the galaxy constellation of Coma, wherever that is. He communicated telepathically through Spanish and English, shared messages to humanity and advanced technology and future events, just like George Zamsky and just like Daniel Fry. Same sort of thing. Anything we can go in here? So yeah, these beings, the crew, 3 men on board. So bear in mind, guys, 3 tiny men on board. They were described as tan skin, light brown haired, about 5'8", and spoke with him for nearly 2 hours. Bloody hell, didn't get a photograph of him. Oh, hold on, wait a minute, just to add insult to injury. So there's 9 occupants on the just imagine that right here. 5 women and 4 men in tight uniforms. And they had, obviously, yeah, tanned skin. So, even good Hobbit. Oh, God, you got a chuckle. Hey, how's it going? Ben from Moz 1975. How's it going? Happy Friday to you. So, yeah, here we go. This is Paul Villa, Ben. And we just saw having a bit of a chuckle at his photographs, who claimed to be a contactee. But I think I saved this one to last, I think, just to show the concept of that you're going to get fakers in there. It's okay to spot them out, and we can learn from the experience. But they are funny, isn't it? There we go. So that is the original photos. And obviously this is the not the Paul Villa one. This is something completely different. In fact, there we go. That's the Daniel Fry one, isn't it? Yeah, Daniel Fry there. So yeah, I'll tell you what. Let's play some videos, because yes, we actually have videos of Paul Villa and David Fry, and we're going to do this one together. Again, guys, it's you're probably thinking, why am I showing this? It's like, well, because Paul Villa and Daniel Fry don't really get any mention. Like the photographs I've just showed you, like this one here, like everyone knows that photograph. Everyone's seen that, but they don't know where it came from. But now you know. This is it with Alien Addict. We go through the history of ufology. Hey, how's it going, Carl? It's the Skywatcher. Nice to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. And happy Friday to you. And captured anything amazing in the sky recently? It's been absolutely awful weather. I have not seen any clear sky in ages. Really, really annoying. But hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I would say it's framed perfectly. Hold on, let's go back. Yeah, it's like it's right in the middle, like the between the tree lines. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. But right, let's do this. Let's bring up some videos. I've got quite a few here to show. Okie dokie. All I've got is After the Rain going through my flippin' head. I should have never played the Nelson Brothers. I swear to God, the next time you see me, I can have long blonde hair. Oh dear, right, let's have a look. We've got this yeah, storm after storm, mate. Yeah, same here. Just I mean, the up north is completely flooded. Absolutely awful weather. Where are we to here? Right, so this is Dr. Daniel Fry. This is Area 51 Aliens. So let's it's only a couple of minutes long. It gets a bit corny, but nevertheless, let's have a gander at this.
Dr. Fry was a rocket engineer and the head of a scientific team employed by the American government at the White Sands Missile Proving Grounds in New Mexico when he took these films and photographs.
Ooh, look at that.
On July 4th, 1949, Dr. Fry was contacted by alien visitors for the first time. They informed him that mankind lives in danger of total self-destruction through means it had created itself, and that Earth technology was advancing faster than man's ability to control himself. He was told that peace was the automatic byproduct of understanding between man and race and race. Also that the understanding of fellow human beings was the key to building a united world.
The most significant experience that I had
hold on. I've got to take my dog to the vet and her checkup. Great show, man. We'll catch up. Okay, Ben from Oz, if you're still about. Yeah. Well, wish your dog all right. If he's just a little annual checkup, hope he's doing all right. And yeah, I'll catch you soon, Ben. All right. Take it easy, buddy. All the best. Yes, wobble, wobble. Oh, look. Sorry, guys. Let's go back here.
And man, and race. Also that the understanding of fellow human beings was the key to building a united world.
The most significant experience that I had is probably the finding out of the major purpose for this invasion, so to speak, was to keep this planet alive, that we're approaching an area of controversy which could result in the displacement of all humanity, because we had learned how to do that without learning how to get along with each other.
It looks like I had a bong here, mate, doesn't it?
When those among you responsible for your scientific achievements realize the significance of the destructive forces you are creating,
what the fuck's this?
Only then will you understand that you are destroying your living planet, which is responsible for your very existence.
We are
Nelson
here
Brothers.
to advise,
There's a
guide,
woman
and
now, hello.
encourage you to turn your eyes towards the creation of a planet of peace and understanding.
Everyone shut
your
your eyes.
invention and universal ability coexist with the creative force of the cosmos. We are your brothers of the Galactic Federation, who wish only to have you by our side.
I'm just trying to watch Spider-Man 3.
We cannot join you until your
Stop,
thoughts
please.
turn from self-destruction to the eternal law of universal knowledge and understanding.
Thank you. I just want to watch Spider-Man 3. Thank you.
Dr. Fry later wrote a book called To Men of Earth, in which he told the story of his experiences and contacts with the space visitors. He continues to travel, giving lectures and spreading the word from his alien friends. Dr. Fry
Oh, thank God for that. What the hell was that messaging
we
about?
have got to the point.
Dr. Fry was
What the bloody, honestly, what the hell was that about? Hold on.
You responsible for your scientific achievements realize the significance of the destructive forces you are creating. Only
Oh, is this Galactic Federation nonce? How's it going, Jumpy Adventures? How's it going? Oh man, look, okay. The whole purpose of this. Welcome to the chat, John. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Let's go to this video and let's hit pause because, like Paul mentioned, there's a bit of a wobble. Ready? Watch this. Oh, I tell you what, fuck it. Do you know what I'm going to do as an experiment? A really easy one to do. I can just replicate this, can't I? I can buy a toy flying saucer. I live like where there's loads of trees like this. I got some fishing wire here, and I know it's going to be like, quality is going to be upscaled, so you might see the fishing line. But I reckon I can pull something off like that just to see what it's like. I would imagine he's probably holding it with a stick, because look, this is like very Billy Meyer style, wasn't it? Again, I'm not saying that all these cases from the 1950s and 60s can easily be debunked, but like I said, I'm not ruling every single one out, but I can honestly say that Paul Villa, and you could say here, maybe with Daniel Fry, you might be telling a bit of porcupines. But the thing is, the footage is so grainy, you won't be able to see any strings attached. Have you got any more videos? Yeah, that one there. Guys, opinions? Fishing pole. I know I'm making excuses. I know. Probably. I don't know. It depends if there's like a lot of wind. Look, I could say I don't know how an extraterrestrial propulsion system might actually look like, or this could be something government. I don't know. But I kind of ruling out government because Daniel Fry had contact with these extraterrestrials. So yes, backtrack and say no government. So this is extraterrestrials. But look, would the propulsion system actually act like that? Is wobbling. But I'll tell you what. Let's do an experiment. Let's do an experiment. Where is the website? Did I have a really good website here? Where is it to? Is that it? Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Okay, yeah. Before the show, I found a really good website. Let's bring it up. In regards of Paul Fry. Daniel Fry, not Paul Fry, sorry. Fake UFO films. So here we are. So danielfry.com. Author Timothy Good. Author of Alien Based. Oh, this is okay, right, gotcha, right. So this is what Timothy Good says. I've got his book here, Above Top Secret. I need to go through that at some point. So Timothy Good is no longer in ufology, and he's obviously the author of the book Alien Base. And it's saying here about Daniel's films. So this is the films we just watched. So it says here, this is a quote: "I have always been dubious about the authenticity of Fry's 16mm films of UFOs, copies of which are in my possession, particularly an object he saw in Oregon in May of 1964, which to me looks like a couple of lampshades or similar shaped devices fixed together and suspended with a thin twine. Yes, I would agree with that, Timothy. He went into some detail as the circumstances of the filming. He claimed that some of the frames shows a limp of a cloud coming in front of the saucer. I remain unconvinced. The movement of the craft gives away indications of being suspected fakes. Yes, again, we've sort of gone through that. Perhaps I'm wrong, but it does prove. But does this prove that Fry was lying about his previous experiences? I think not. Most likely, most probably, he thought it was a few fabrication films of the sources would boost his unproven claims. This is Timothy Good's book, Alien Bases from 1998. So, again, from the quote here, it does look like it's from a string, doesn't it? It does look like it's from a string. I contacted Timothy Good to get a copy of the film and managed to dig up an original Daniel Source's 16mm film. Okay, and we got it right here, guys. So both are now available or single DVD sales. Oh, I'm not fucking paying for that. No, thank you. Okay, so after studying here it is. After studying the footage closely, it is clear the UFO is a fake. It mostly revealing the features of the film, and the craft motion looks exactly like its hanging, spinning model. Here you can see yourself. Right, let's have a look. It's on screen now. Yes, we've got this up screen. Sorry, guys. If I'm not going through chat. I'm just gonna quickly go through this. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, so what's good about this, guys, is that we can compare my analysis, which I'll do this week, and I'll report back on Friday's show. Give me a week to sort of buy a fake flying saucer from Amazon. I'll do the best I can. Fuck it, shall I buy a Hanabu one just for shits and giggles? But I need something a bit like this concept of a flying saucer. But yeah, that's a really good stabilization one. Look at that. That's pretty good. Okay, fair enough. I think Billy Meyer. I believe in Billy Meyer at this point because I think the Germans had the technology and why reached fourth in masquerading as a tall white. Yeah, man. I'm not going to bash you if you want to believe that. If you want to believe in Billy Meyer, it's just he has been caught out faking a lot of his footage. And even for me as well, I can even go through Billy Meyer's archive. There's quite a number of them with his footage, and I could kind of replicate it. Really, it's just all you need is toy model, string, and a stick. 3 things, which is quite easy for me to do, isn't it? Really. So, but man, I'm not going to bash you, Dan. If you want to believe in Billy Meyer, that's all good, man. We've got our theories and all that. So, no, fair play to you, man. Fair play. Hey, Scooby. Oh, what was this? Scooby Dooby Gooby. Fishing line is clear. Yeah, I would say on that one, I just about vaguely see. Let's just go back. Oh, hold on. Oh, not that one. Oh, hold on. Because what I think for this, it's clearly a bird in there. He's most likely got a string at the top and a string at the bottom. I remember what I said before I showed these video footage and these photographs. You can just see like these little notches at the top and the bottom of the saucer. So again, not saying this is the case, but most likely it's got 2 strings at the top and the bottom of this model. And if I just, because if I imagined if there was no string at the bottom, that saucer would be, again, no disrespect, Dan, but a bit like Billy Meyer style, sort of going back and forth. So most probably he's got one at the bottom here. I reckon AI can really spruce up a lot of this stuff. Now, I would reckon. It could probably do. So let's move on to this one. Let's have a little look. Oh, playback speed. Let's put speed down a little bit. So look. I mean, yeah, you got the background there, but it's illuminated, isn't it? Quite a bit. Okay. All right. So the first thing to note in the second clip, which is this one here you just seen, which is slowed down, you both can see the clips side by side compared by the speed of which noise of these two black dots and streaks appear on the screen. Oh, I can't really see that. Again, the graininess of this, like you can see how grainy it is. Hmm. Yeah, again, as it's been transferred, obviously is a copy of a copy, so this won't help the case. But it's very grainy, so I don't know if you can see that there, guys. It's not that great. Okay, I'm not too sure on that one in terms of the line work on here. Okay. Oh, what's this? Update the Eric Erperdelein. Huh. Oh, that's quite interesting. Yeah, that's. Oh, this is what's all this? Eh? Sorry, guys. This is. I didn't go down further on this. Is this more? So from footage that Fry took, recovered from reel-to-reel tapes. Let me to Timothy Good. Clearly busy on the highway. Here is a screenshot of Fry's footage. You can see the string holding up the UFO on a pole. Yeah, you can see that there, guys. Yeah, you can see that there. Yeah, I think this was Paul Villa. Or no, I'm sorry, Daniel Fry, because that's a very classic flying saucer photograph, isn't it? Sorry for the silence. Sorry. So both models of the UFO are seen in the same frame and were obviously taken at the same day, as the background is the same as the sun bouncing off them both at the same direction within an hour of the footage and the still photographs. Oh, I see why. Okay, right. Gotcha. All right, that's a good attempt. Look at that. So as you can tell by the sun reflection of the rim of the UFO model, that it was midday afternoon and the sun was over the photographer's shoulder from the west. Fry likely used the top of the rare this here, which is a kerosene lantern, and modified it slightly. The picture on the left is a close-up of the right. That's it there. This is it. That photograph has got a name to it. So yeah. Kind of looks like it, doesn't it? it? To a certain degree, not saying that's necessarily the same thing, but it is half close, isn't it? Okay, however, none of them fit because the top section is not wide enough to reflective of the flared bottom, and it does not have the same curve at the top. Kerosene lamps are a good match. Yeah, I would say it's a good match, and it obviously can be modified. But this UFO model, that there, I can't pronounce that. The UFO model, because they have a larger diameter top and let the higher amount of heat escape. Yeah, I love these photographs. Again, I am not shitting on these photographs because they're absolutely. I love these photographs here. Right. Okay. So there's actually more photographs of this, which is quite interesting. I will catch up on this actually on Tuesday or next Friday, actually. Sweet. Okay. I don't really do like internet research. I've always gone through like books and stuff like that. But I just wanted to show you this website, guys. Sorry if I went a bit silent there looking through. But I thought it was quite interesting page to bring up. 3-2. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Hope you find that a bit fascinating. And I haven't got anything else to catch up on with that. Oh, tell you what, I've got Paul Villa here. Here we go. Let's bring up Paul Villa. It's about 4 minutes long. So you're all a bit clued in now. So you know, at least you know where these photographs come from. Here we go. Here's Paul Villa. So again, we shall shout out to Ayers and Cinema for doing a fantastic job bringing up the archive of ufology. So contactee Paul Villa UFO encounters in New Mexico in the 1960s.
Paul told me on my first visit, and that was what I started with. How did this all begin? And he said that he worked for a power company in California, south of Los Angeles, someplace, and that he was checking power lines, and his route was south of Los Angeles along the coast. And he said that he sat down on a beach, a rocky beach, one time. It was a cove to eat a sandwich, and a man walked up to him, came around the big rock and walked up to him on the beach. He was a tall man. He was about 6.5 to 7 feet tall. He was quite a bit taller than Paul. And he introduced himself, gave him a name, which I don't remember. And Paul, he asked him where he's from, and he says, not from around here. He said, I come from elsewhere. He said, if you will step this way with me, I'll show you my vehicle. And Paul walked around the rock with him, and there was a disc-shaped craft hovering a couple of feet off the water. And the guy took Paul by the hand and floated him to the ship.
Awesome.
And he was introduced to some others inside, and he just remained there a very short time. He marveled at the fact that
Friday
wasn't in the water. They told him that they would see him again, and they let him out. He never saw him again in California, but a year or so later, he relocated to New Mexico, where he worked for the highway department there, and he was driving a survey truck, a pickup truck, and his particular job was to drive the back roads and look for damage to bridges, rural road bridges. And he carried a Polaroid camera to photograph any damage, because it's easier to show the picture than to try to describe it in a lot of words. And he was in this truck right here that he used with the Polaroid camera on the seat when he drove down this dry riverbed. And there's a lot of willows and scrub that grows in there, 30, 40 feet tall. And the road winds around among these, and he came around a turn, and there sat the craft in the sand. There's 3 women and 4 men outside. They invited him aboard, and he went aboard and looked around with them. They talked to him aboard there for about 15 minutes, telling him who they were and how they had been watching him for some time, that they had he had a special relationship with them, or they had a special relationship with him, that he had agreed to these relationships sometime much earlier, probably before birth. He didn't understand it that way. And that there was a reason why all this was happening to him. And they didn't have any children aboard. He asked them if they had them. They said yes, but not on this craft. That craft came from a larger craft elsewhere in space. They had been coming and going for some time. They said they had other contactees, but they never told him who the other contactees were, and we've never heard of any of them since. They did not encourage him to get any attention over this. They kept a low profile. They did contact him on a frequency of maybe 2 to 3 times a year, and they weren't here all the time. They would come and go. But when they were in the vicinity, they would often make contact with him.
The highest art
God, sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
is beautiful.
Oh no. Hold on. Okay, let's do this. All right. Yeah. In regards to what you're saying there, Trini Mac. Hold on, I was trying to I should have got actually the video up. Let's bring it up again. Just to show you.
Paul told me this too.
I think that came from a book. I don't think I've got it in my archive anywhere because that looks like it's got a bit of color on it. Sorry. Just to show you what I mean. Let's bring this up here. So just to right here, I did a short on this actually. I got volume 1 and volume 2. UFO volume 1 UFO Photographs volume 1 by Rendell Stevens and August Roberts. And if you go to these pages, you can actually see right here. I don't know if you can see that. It does have descriptions of these craft, etc., etc. You can see here with the photographs of it. It might be in one of these books here, or maybe there's a separate book of it. But again, it's just as you mentioned it, I was like, oh, it might be in here. I had to look it. I just don't want to spend too much time on it, but yeah, it might be in here actually. But yeah, I got volume 2 and I got volume 1. Those are about £120 each. Yes. In fact, tell you what. I think, but yeah, that was Paul Villa, whether or not you think it's real or not. I think we could just do, but I tell you what, I think that's it for Paul Villa and Daniel Fry. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so hold on, just got to check one more thing. There is a lecture of Daniel Fry, but that's over an hour long. I'll tell you what, I think we'll just leave it like that. But I will bring up, just to cap off today. Also, I'm not finishing now, don't worry, but these photographs right here that we are dealing with. So what can we say so far? Just to round off the 2 contactees of we talked about today for the specific show. Paul Villa, I can honestly say, because he's given this very, very bad photographs, even though some of them look pretty good, you know, these ones here, all in the sky. But the fact that he put that there just goes to show that, yes, we can honestly say here on Alien Addict, you know, we need to look at both sides. We need to be a bit skeptical as well. And yes, you do get fakers that are throughout ufology. It's always been like that. And here is a very clear example of fake photographs. So I think we can firmly say this is definitely debunked. I'm sorry, I cannot take that seriously. Oh, it's hilarious. A for effort, Paul Villa. God bless you, sir. God bless you. But yeah, in 2026, my man, you haven't fought anybody. For shame. For shame. Twisted Hippie says for shame. But yeah, there we go. So Paul Villa. George Zamsky. We'll come to it at some point. But yeah, here we have Daniel Fry. I think we can honestly say that I'll remain open-minded, but possibly be a fake. But don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, because I will do my tests with string, a UFO model, and a fucking stick, and my phone. Yeah, definitely. Coming to your faces on Friday. I'll be a little fun experiment. I'll have a little look tomorrow when I'm camping. buy a little model. It's a bit of fun. Come on, guys. It's a bit of fun. So there we go. Daniel Fry, most probably fake, but I think Paul Villa, absolutely 100%. But I am a firm believer of UFOs and aliens, put it that way. Right. Let's have a little look. Let's have a look. What we got here? Oh, talk about books, right? Check this out. I've got quite lucky, actually. Very lucky. Do you know what the most expensive book in ufology? I think it's this one here, which I would love to purchase one day. Here is this book here. Check this out. It's $600, mate. $600, and that's £434.49p plus postage and package. So it's close to, do my maths quickly, over £450 for this Aztec book. It hasn't even got the bloody cover on it. And this is the UFO Crash of Aztec, well-kept secret by William S. Steinman of 1986, first edition. Look at that, $600. Unbelievable. Guys, would you flunk out $600 for a book? Well, you know me. I've got the book already. Look at that. It is one of the most expensive books. Look at this big, thick and girthy book. Do you know how much I paid for this? 80 quid. The guy's probably absolutely pissing himself now. I was like, shit. I've literally, honestly, all the copies now are like 500 quid. And here is the original book in all its glory, the Aztec Crash. So that is my prized possession. That I have stacks of books on top of it, but a £500 book. I got very lucky on that one. I bought that. No, actually, no, we did a live stream on it, didn't I? Yeah, I bought it. And I was like, oh, because I want to do an Aztec live stream on it. But I just actually opened up the book. But I haven't really gone into specific details. Oh, George Jones. Oh, anything. Oh, brilliant. Oh, thank you, man. Yeah. What have I got next coming up? I don't know. I'll leave it as a surprise. But oh, actually, it's something called the Warminster Mystery. Has anyone even heard of that? I'll tell you, do a little Google search on it in a sec. But no, John Strokes, thank you so much, man. I never beg for money, but if anyone likes to support Alien Addicts, it is always much appreciated. It really is. But any kind donations is much appreciated. But John Strokes, man, thank you so much. You're always here, and it's always a pleasure. It's yeah, thank you so much, man, for the £2. Much appreciated. Yeah, the book, the Warminster thing. I tell you what, let's go back into that. The Warminster mystery. That's it, not thing. You bloody idiot. Mystery. Is that right? Did I spell mystery wrong? No, there it is. Is it mystery? Yeah, there it is. Oh, we got that one now. Let's bring that up. I tell you what. Thank you, John. Much appreciated, brother. Thank you. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, the Warminster. Guys, have you heard of this? Warminster Mystery, Astonishing UFO Sightings. It's from 1967. Oh, I could buy that one. It's a bit battered, mate. Oh, you're a bit battered, aren't you? Ooh. You're not in good condition. Bloody hell. Yeah, I don't know about that one. We'll see. They had a really good one that went for that same price, and I didn't buy it, which I should have done. But anyway, I've heard of the Warminster. Yeah. Anyone from UK have even heard of that? I tell you what, fuck it. You should just Google it. Why not? Okay, let's do that. Yeah, that. The Warminster Mystery. Oh, what's this? The Warminster thing. Sorry, guys. 2 seconds. Warminster. Let's have a look. Oh, we got some actual pretty good stuff here. Okay. Probably dedicating a whole episode to that, maybe. So you're about to find out right now the Warminster's mysteries. Oh, fucking pick it up. Fucking idiot. Right. A worried. Fantastic. Right. Is on screen. Let's bring this up. So this is 1965. The Warminster thing. Let's have a little look.
Town came together at a public. A worried town came together at a public meeting.
Many of our townspeople have been frightened by unusual sounds. If tonight we can contribute something constructive to the explanation of these phenomena, it might be able to assure these people who have nothing to be alarmed about.
The meeting was.
Yeah, we got something here in Bristol called the Bristol hum. It's like this noise that just, it's like this very high-pitched noise, or this, it different affects different people. Some people can hear it, some people can, but it's called the Bristol hum. This is interesting. Let's have a look.
Riotous. You couldn't get into the town hall. The main street was festooned with people.
I was wakened by this
Oh,
dreadful
right. Oh,
droning
really?
sound.
Would like to speak up.
And I went to the bedroom window and I saw this brilliant object. It was quite low in the sky. And I live up Beacon View, that way. And
That way?
it seemed to be travelling very slowly. And I was petrified. I just couldn't move. I was shaking like a leaf. I just couldn't move. And it was going on for half an hour.
How many people here tonight are afraid of the thing? How many of you?
Oh, right. Okay.
Was this the thing? It was photographed over Warminster by a local boy, Gordon Faulkner.
Oh, that's interesting. Isn't that?
From what he told me at the time, he was coming out from his house to take his camera, which was a rather nice one, a Japanese one that time, much better than the one my daughter had. And he was bringing it down to loan it to her. And he was just coming out of his garden door, and he looked up and saw this thing across the skyline above the houses. And he thought, that's something odd, and he had to hand his camera, so he just snapped it. Didn't really think any more about it, thought, well, it was odd. But when it was developed, of course, that was the photograph that was sort of accepted all the way around.
Oh, I love the cars.
Many sightings of people down on outside the towns. People would be sort of walking in the fields, and they'd see someone who would just fade away or disappear, very ghost-like.
Okay, so I thought this might be the case.
When life leaves you short on supplies, send for the cavalry.
We'll bring up another video.
Worried town.
We've got another one here. It seems to be a bit like Bonnie Blue Bridge. Oh, damn it. Oh, Bonnie Bridge, for Christ's sake. Yeah. And so that's up in Scotland, in Falkirk. And this is in what Benjamin Musenman is saying here, Wiltshire, not far from Somerset. Okay. All right. I'm going to Google that, actually. I wonder if I can actually go down there. So it seems to be a string of like paranormal activity whilst UFO activity. Okay. Near Westbury, Whitehorse. Oh, really? Okay. I know what that is. Oh, that's not too far, because I used to have a client of mine in, I think it's called Fairley Hungford. That's like outside Bath. Yeah, I know. I keep getting it wrong, mate. I can fucking get it wrong. And I remember seeing that white horse in the distance. So, okay. All right. Tell you what, let's bring up another video. I'm quite interested in this. I'll do a whole episode on this, actually, probably next Friday. What we got here? What we got here we can play? Oh, he looks a bit untowards, doesn't he? UFO Wiltshire. Okay, let's go this one here.
Mr. and Mrs. Payne saw.
Brilliant. Okay, guys, let's bring it up a bit bigger. Yeah, right. Whoa, bloody hell. Sorry, I came out wrong then. Anyone has heard of Pentuck? Okay, the Pentuck incident that happened in 2016. Well, it's not too far. Well, it's on the way to Penny Van. Penny Van, is that right, Sophia? If you're still there, yeah. So I might pop in there tomorrow, mate. But in the springtime, when the weather's better, I'm gonna pop down to Wiltshire Avebury, and I might pop into Warminster because I think they're near the same area. But yeah, I'll definitely take a trip there. I'll make some videos out of it, mate. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Yeah. I Nick Pope, yeah, I guess so. I've got some ideas of some guests to come onto the show, but yeah, not good to be honest with you, Dan. Nick Pope only goes on shows where you got a substantial amount of subscribers, but it's worth a try anyway. I don't think I've bashed him that much here. I don't know, but I'm willing to have a conversation. Absolutely. Yeah, Penny Van. Why has it got a Y in it, Sophia? I get confused. It's just a dialect, I know. Oh, and Bracken Beacons as well, because there's been some like human mutilations up there. I don't know if it's still going on now, but they kept that stump. Probably Sophia, you probably know about that. The Bracken Beacons. I think they call it something different now, but that's up north sort of way. But Y is pronounced E. Ah, right. Okay. Well, when I'm driving through Wales tomorrow, I'll look at the signs and every time I see a Y, I'll pronounce it E, and I'll tell the guys at camp. That help us out a little bit, even though the words are just like is it? Why is sound? Okay, right, gotcha. I shall remember that, Sophia. Right, let's have a little look. This old black and white photograph from 1965, the Warminster Phenomena archive
For
footage.
the thing late one night when they were returning to Warminster on Mr. Payne's motorbike just before they were married.
Well, we saw these massive sort of discs appear from a clump of trees. And I said to he was my boyfriend then, good heavens,
Gotcha.
I noticed that.
I remember that.
And of course the bike had broken down, you see. And he said, well, I had no idea. So we stood there looking at it, bigger and bigger, and came towards us.
Well, maybe when all the fuss is over, mate, in a few years, we'll see. I'll have to have a conversation with them, absolutely.
Absolutely just struck down. We didn't know what it was.
A few miles outside Warminster is the Elizabethan mansion of Longleat. Nigel Mingay.
Sorry, I'm pausing. Yeah, the Pentook incident. I think that's what we're talking about, Dan. I did an interview with the lead investigator and the eyewitness, Kaz Clark, on Hidden Underbelly show going back last year. We did two parts of it, 2 live streams, and it's immensely fascinating. It's actually coming up to the anniversary of it. And I want to sort of harken back to it, but immensely fascinating case. But yeah, the pyramids craft, yeah, for sure.
The son of Lord Weymouth's butler describes the thing as it came his way.
Well, I was out one night, and a friend who I know, who lives just across the road, he said he'd seen it.
2016,
I didn't believe him,
yeah, I think it was.
But he told me to come out, so I went out with him, and we walked around for about half an hour. And then,
who speaks like this these days? You're never going to get teenagers speak like this.
And we were sort of looking around the sky the whole time, hoping to see it. But we were just on the verge of coming in.
It's got its hands in the right place.
And it went right across the horizon.
Yes. Where did it go exactly?
Well, if I can show you just out here, it appeared from behind this tree and went right over the sky and disappeared just before it got to that tree.
And what did you feel like when you saw it?
Well, I was surprised, not shocked, but I always had an open mind about it. But now I believe in it.
Excuse me, boss, I'll pick up my pipe and smoke it.
How many other Warminster people believe in it? Or perhaps we ought to say, how many Warminster people are willing to confess that they believe in it?
Yeah, I would say, Dan, I reckon the military, and I said this to, I think, Kaz as well. I'll put the link in the description, mate, so you can watch it. I reckon they would either conjuring something up, but they were definitely waiting for something to pop in through our reality. And that's where I find this case immensely fascinating. We could talk about Pentook next week. Let me find out what the anniversary is, and we'll see what we can do. We'll definitely talk about it. But yeah, the kid, he's very posh. Sounds like he's come from Bath.
As far as we can judge, there seem to be believers, disbelievers, and don't knows in about equal proportions.
I love that car. I would definitely buy a car like that.
Quite a number of people in each category appear to be more than a little worried about the whole business.
The story ricocheted around the world, for example, after the first big sighting of the Ariel cigar, which was to the south there. And that was by the vicar and his family of Heytesbury, 17 young people at Warminster, the hospital physiotherapist, Miss Long, the Horlocks, who described 2 flaming red pokers, which is rather graphic, of course, but I could see what they meant. Having seen the thing myself now, I think I can see what they meant by that description.
Now, would you tell us exactly what you did see?
Well, I saw, this will always be indelible on my mind because it was 3:42 p.m. on the last Tuesday, that's September the 28th, the last Tuesday in September. And I was going upstairs. We live in rather a high-up flat over a Monumental Masons.
Guess you're a bit sceptical on that one, mate.
Incidentally, because we have the hospital, doctors, undertaker, and then we're the Monumental Masons next door. But apart from that macabre observation, I went upstairs and I was completing a story for a magazine which is coming out in April on a woman lion tamer who can also tame all sorts of jungle cats in the same cage. Mary Chipperfield, you've probably heard of her. And I went up for my notes, but my attention was arrested by this huge cigar shape in the sky. Now, had I normally been walking underneath that, I'm sure it would have assumed the proportions of nothing but a dense white cloud. But from the angle of vision that I had from the top of our house, I could see a peculiar hump, a yellow or an amber burnished protrusion from the top. And I'd never seen anything like this in all my life. And it was 9 months after this thing started. And I honestly don't think I've been conditioned to all that extent. Although I've lived in the center or the vortex of this mystery, let's face it, it is a mystery. But I wasn't convinced, even in spite of the high caliber of witnesses, I wasn't convinced that this thing existed. But I saw this with my own eyes. I dashed straight away for a camera. I got the camera lined up, and the setting was...
I don't think this guy's lying. I think he's honestly telling the truth.
It was about 8. It was a beautiful, clear afternoon. Out of the window, this thing came along over Colloway Clump, which is over there, northwest to southeast, gliding along, a gentle giant in the sky. I trained my camera on it, and I felt the camera jumping about in my hands. That was the first unusual aspect. It didn't frighten me, but I felt like sharp prickling needles down that side of the hand, the wrist, that side of the face, and my eye watered for 2 months afterwards on that side. That was the exposed side to this thing.
Oh, please share the
Now,
footage.
that proved to me that whatever was on board, or whoever was on board, could see me, could see this apparatus of mine. It threw out some concentrated force field. I'm quite serious about this, which with a deliberate intent of gumming up the camera. And of course they succeeded because nothing developed from 25 feet of film except an 8 feet portion burnt right through. That's all I had on my camera.
If they're trying to make a major impact,
Yes.
one would think they wanted all possible publicity. Why should they want then to gum up the camera?
Well, I think the reason that struck me at the time, my wristwatch incidentally stopped. I didn't notice that until afterwards. I don't think that they're so worried perhaps about photography, but if they're thousands of years advanced, over us, and they've learned perhaps thousands of years ago to outlaw war, and you notice that the heaviest sightings of these people on this earth are just preceding a world war or some nuclear experimentation, some danger threshold, shall we say. If that's the case, and they saw the camera there, what's to prevent them being at no more than half a mile up at that time, I'm sure, thinking automatically, here's one of those crazy Earthmen and he's got a gun on us. I think that it's a fear that they have.
Now, quick
I
smoke,
might
guys.
have opened up on them, with a machine gun.
Before
For all they knew. I think that that's why they gummed up.
There's no shortage of people who've seen peculiar sights and heard peculiar sounds. Mrs. Hidd's got the most vivid recollections.
I was woke up really out of me what sleep I had by this noise. First of all, it was like hail. And then it got nearer onto the roof, and it was like a lot of cats scratching, or like an aerial scratching about, up there. And then I thought to myself, well, what on earth is that? I lay in bed for quite a while, and I got quite hot. I got panicky, So I did venture and I paid to bed. And I looked out of the window and there wasn't a drop of rain. It was all dry. Everything was as dry as a bone. But after that went over, I heard a whimpering noise and like someone going, that was a noise it was. And I thought, whatever is it? And I sat on the side of the bed, crushed jeans in with me, and she said, whatever's the matter with you? I said, do you hear that noise? She said, no, nothing, don't wake me up. She went to sleep again. So the dog downstairs, she didn't bark, but she was making that woofing noise, you know, woof like they do. And afterwards, when I turned over on my side and I got into bed, it looked as though there was a light, like the cloud going over a moon. I don't know whether anything passed over then, but there was no planes, nothing at all in sight.
I pull the blankets up over my head and think, damn the army, I wish they'd shut up and go to sleep.
In bed or out, Miss Anderson has both feet right on the ground. She's no intention of being taken in by any talk of visitors from other planets.
Last summer, I got up one morning, looked out of my bedroom window, and we had got army in green camouflage jackets with leaves in their steel helmets romping around the estate yard and the woody beds beyond. You could call those little green men, I suppose.
Now, what do you think about this general mystique that's developed about these objects around
Just
here?
listen to this and we'll move on.
I think it's a pity that so many people are ready to make categorical statements about a thing that nobody has bothered to investigate. As far as I have been able to discover, there has been no coordinated observation, no scientific inquiry as to what's happening. Various individuals have seen various things and have immediately drawn their own conclusions.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll tell you what, let's stop that there. Okay, sorry I'll let that drag out for a little bit. Have a little quick smoke. Yeah, the Warminster phenomena. This is quite interesting. I'm going to deep dive into this, actually. Because it's not too far from where I live. Down in the old southwest, or the old countryside and all that. Yeah, the Warminster mystery. It seems to be like a hot spot for activity. And yeah, interested in absolutely Twister Hippie. Yeah, definitely. Okay, well, that's on the agenda then. That's on the agenda. It's just absolutely bloody crap weather at the moment. It's absolutely appalling. But once it gets a bit clear sky, I'll be going down and showing you the adventure with me. So I've got a few more videos to show. We've got, as I say, I'm not going to go a whole 3 hours. All right, guys. But what I want to do for Alien Addict is, now I'm not asking for money. This is not what I'm here to do with Alien Addict. It's the pure love of giving you my information of what I collected in terms of ufology, and just go, like I say, taking along with the journey with me. But there's one thing that I absolutely love when I get the opportunity, and that's sky watching. Now, my phone is it's not doing any justice whatsoever. Okay. But when it comes to March, April, I will be purchasing a camera that will pick up these orbs, craft, so to speak, at night, okay, more clearer than ever. And I've managed to find like a camcorder that can actually do that, okay. So in due course, I will be uploading that to Alien Addict, and even maybe do it as a live stream. But you will see the sky in 4K footage, and you can actually zoom in to the objects properly and clearly. And I'm really looking forward to doing that, because I have to admit, last year I really enjoyed sky watching. It is such a peace of mind, and I know it sounds boring, but I've seen some really interesting stuff. And even I know people bash Chris Bloodsell when he sees these objects, well, these like orbs move and change direction, which I have done. But again, like, the phone camera is crap, man. It's like potato camera. It doesn't know justice. So give me a few months. By the spring, new content will be uploaded to Alien Addict. And one day, if I just keep at it, I'm going to capture something that is odd, you know, like my time-lapse camera that's been left out there 24/7. Sometimes I capture things like the spiral, that big beam of light that came across the sky, the aurora, so to speak. But so there's it's different things, man. I love that sort of stuff. I love sky watching. It was awesome. So, I tell you what, I don't know if Ross Coulthart is in this. Apologies, Sophia. But I want some clarification on that triangular object that flew in where is it to? Where is it to? In fact, we interviewed that guy as well. Bloody hell, I tell you what. I'm going to put in chat, because I know, Dan, you probably want to see this. Underbelly. Where are you two? Where are you two? Okay, Dan. Here is the link for the interview we did with Kaz last year on Hidden Underbelly. So we normally go live every couple of weeks. I think we're going live next Wednesday, talking about like UFOs and mysteries and stuff like that. And we actually interviewed Kaz and the lead investigator. Yeah, immensely fascinating, mate. It really is. You know, I know once you section, you probably think it's all bullshit, but I want to go to the place where she had that experience. Just sort of get the feel of the place, you know what I mean? But yeah, there is another interview that we did with this guy. Which a video I'm about to show you. Remember Anders from Uncanny Adventures? All right. So Uncanny Adventures, Anders. Is it Odson, I believe? And he has a YouTube channel called Uncanny Adventures where he actually goes to these top secret locations, like especially like Area 51, and he analyzes the sky. He goes up to like Tickaboo Peak where you can actually see into Area 51 itself. Yeah, he's really doing consider the balls, tits, and ass of investigation work, and hats off to him. Not long ago, this footage of this triangular craft was circulating over social media, and no one was giving him the benefit of the doubt of where this footage came from, which was from Uncanny Expeditions. It's like, come on, guys, you know, at least show the source. And okay, fair enough to News Nation actually got Anders on the show. And I just going to go through this quickly to see what's his thoughts on this. And I haven't watched it, but nevertheless, let's have a look. But one thing we can take in consideration, that the fact that, look, a lot of people say there might be a B-52 bomber or some sort of Aurora aircraft. It's definitely triangular, but we've got a condensation trail going across the screen right there. I mean, there's a condensation trail because there's a gap in between. We always know that when it's condensation. So there we go.
Shaped aircraft was spotted flying at night over Area 51. But we have the man who spotted it, Anders Ottoson of Uncanny Expeditions, also joining us, theoretical physicist Dr. Michi Mikaku, and former investigator of UAPs for the UK Ministry of Defense, Nick Pope. So, Nick, let's start with you. The military in the United Kingdom was ordering agents to get this technology way back in the 90s. What do we know? What do they know then? What do we know now?
Well, this came from a declassified Ministry of Defense file, and I was actually one of the people involved in some of this documentation. And we didn't know any of this was extraterrestrial for sure, but we said, just to cover our bases, look, if it is, we could use that technology, because obviously we would want something like that.
So, Anders, if the sighting is from a terrestrial aircraft, what are the possibilities? I mean, the universe is a pretty big place.
Yeah, I mean, the particular aircraft that I filmed, I firmly believe it to be, you know, an advanced classified military aircraft. You can tell by the fact.
Sorry for stopping, guys, but I'm going to be honest, these infrared UFO footage is, I kind of get sick of them now, to be honest. It's not really doing any justice. I mean, I understand the gimbal go fast, and then the FLIR footage. I think this one here, it goes underneath the water, but are we actually seeing that? Is that what ufology is saying? Again, I don't understand how these type of military aircraft, these battleships, these Navy ships, doesn't have some form of HD cameras. Why? I think this was taken at night, if I remember rightly, which is kind of justified why it's basically in infrared. But again, you're not seeing the whole aspect of the craft itself. It's given most probably the heat signature of this. But again, where's the HD footage? It's out there. It's got to be. Because sorry, Pope, I interrupted you.
It leaves a
Oh, sorry,
contrail
Amber.
that
Sorry, mate.
it's not necessarily using one of these exotic propulsion methods that you might think of. Now, that said, I do firmly believe it is, something classified, and that could potentially relate to some of these programs involving, reverse engineering and things like that we hear about.
Dr. Kaku, given all the information about this new sighting around Area 51, what do you think are some of the credible explanations?
Well, I'm a physicist, and we want to be able to categorize this thing as a close encounter of the first type, second type, or third type. A first type encounter is basically when you see something, you don't touch it, you simply see the thing maneuver. A close encounter of the second type is when you can actually touch it. You can actually see it maneuver, touch it, and understand where it comes from. Close encounters of the third type is when the alien comes out of the spaceship and you shake hands. Where are we? We're at close encounters of the first type right now. We're not touching the thing. We're not interacting with it. We're simply Googling it with our radars, and hopefully that we get some debris from it. But right now it's close encounters of the first type. We simply don't know where it came from.
Yeah, thank you, Scooby. I'll show that next. I got that queued up.
Or what it's doing here.
Well, and we're watching it now on our screen. It looks almost like a B-52 bomber or a Dorito shape flying through the sky. So we don't know, but we can watch it. Nick, you've suggested one possibility is that this is a secret prototype for an aircraft or some kind of drone. There's lots of different technologies tested at Area 51. Do you have a prediction about where this technology is going?
Listen, guys, this triangular craft has been going on since like the 1980s, even like before then. I've got a triangular craft I got in 1975 book here. And even one of the magazines I have. I mean, if you look at the Aurora programmer, that was pretty much hyped up late 80s, 90s, primarily for the 90s. We are dealing with aircraft like this. I think this is... Okay, B-52 bomber, if I remember rightly, has actually had rigid wings, isn't it? If I remember rightly. So this is not shown up here. This is a triangular craft. This is nothing new. This is old, guys. I reckon we're dealing with old technology here. Like, again, the Aurora project. In fact, what I can do, let me have a look through my magazines through the 90s, because that topic of Area 51 and the Aurora project of craft looking like this gets brought up a lot. Okay, so again, I don't know what we're seeing here, but it's great footage, have to admit. I understand it's like black and white, but we actually got some sort of resemblance of a craft itself that is triangular. But whether or not it could be linked to Aurora, it's speculations off the roof here, isn't it, when it comes to it? So, but it's definitely an aircraft because of the condensation trail. Okay, so again, the Aurora project was the next step up of the B2 and the Blackbird, which was highly advanced, but still had a jet propulsion system. In fact, Nick Cook brought that topic up a lot in his book called Hunt for Zero Point. Sorry, I'm rambling.
Well, at any given time, that there's tech out there, 10, 15, 20 years ahead of anything that's publicly declared. So yes, absolutely. This could be some next generation prototype aircraft or drone. Hopefully it's ours and not an adversary spying on things that we're developing at Area 51. But Area 51, we know from history is a place where many of the US government's most remarkable pieces of aviation technology are tested and developed. The U-2, the SR-71 Blackbird, and more recently Stealth. So this could be something exciting, but not necessarily alien, though that would be fun.
Andrew, so what we're watching is the video that you shot, and you do this often when you see these things flying through the sky, but does this one have any different features? How is it different from the footage that you've captured in the past? How does it compare, or does it not? Is it just kind of similar to what you've already seen?
Well, yeah, as you said, I spend quite a bit of time out in the desert, not only at Area 51, but also some of these other defense sites out in the desert that are critical to aircraft development. And I'll bring all manner of different kind of camera gear when I go out. In this case, I'm shooting in the infrared spectrum, so that's
Okay, infrared spectrum. I would say TR3B has a signature marking of the 3 lights and the red interior light. That's quite present, and also that's linked to anti-gravity. So obviously this is here, it's the jet propulsion. So I'm guessing some sort of Aurora project, I would imagine.
why you have the black and white look to the footage. What you're seeing is white hot and black cold. So you can see the aircraft is hot, you know, which would make sense.
He's coming
This
up, mate.
is unique in terms of what I've filmed before. I haven't filmed something quite like this. Earlier that night, I had been filming a B-2 stealth bomber, and it looked pretty different to what I was seeing here. I actually, in my full YouTube video, I had them side by side, so you can kind of do a comparison. But yeah, I would say that that this is pretty unique, and it actually lines up with some reports that I've received from viewers of equilateral triangle-shaped aircraft flying over the Mojave Desert. So I've been kind of doing a little bit of an investigation, trying to verify some of those reports.
Dr. Kaku, what's your assessment of what he's saying about this being different than what he's seen before? What's the scientific explanation for it?
The closest we can come to this is the X-47B. The X-47B was canceled in the year 2014, but it has all the capabilities shown here in this diagram. Now, it was replaced. It was replaced by the MQ-25 Stingray. And so we do have an operational jet very similar to this. It is unmanned, it is automatic, and it obeys the same laws of physics as what we see
like
here. So in other words, either it is a visitor from another planet, or it's simply a prototype, the MQ-25 Stingray.
Yeah, okay. I've got a picture I'm going to bring up on screen in a second. I understand, actually. It kind of looks like that.
Nick, real quickly, do you think it's a visitor from another planet or some kind of military vehicle?
Probably military. I think the DOD might know. Hopefully someone in Congress will ask them, but they'll probably just get a no comment.
Yeah, no comment is what they say lots of the time. Anders Ottoson, Nick Pope, and Dr. Kaku, thank you so much. Hope to see you again to talk about this issue. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching.
Ah, that was loud. Right, okie dokie. So I tell you what, let's bring up some photographs of that. Oh, that's what I should have done. No, I've said that. Okay. What I'm going to do. Okay. So we all got the gist of what the aircraft actually looked like. Okay, so picture it in your head. Oh, actually, might that bring it back up, actually? Is it gone? Okay, it's gone. Forget about it. All right, never mind. Let's bring up those photographs of this alleged aircraft that was filmed by Anders. There we are. Right. So according to what's his name? Oh God, what is it called? Where are we to? So this here is the MQ-25 Stingray. All right. Oh, I've got a better photograph here. I'll tell you what, let's bring this along as well. Let's bring this along into there. Perfect. Right. Okay. Check this out, guys. Sorry, this is just off the cuff producing that I'm doing here. Right. Check that out. Interesting. You got a singular propulsion system. Makes sense. And it's in the perfect structure as well. So what do you guys think? I tell you what, let's bring up Anders. Thingy. So look. Do 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 do. Okay, right. Sorry, guys. I am doing like. Okay, doing that. I'm really sorry for the silence. I am literally doing screenshots and adding it to everything. So, okay, right. Okay, so where are we to? What have I got on screen? I got that, right? So that. Okay, so that's the craft. Sorry, guys. I just want to get the craft so you can see it. So here we have a singular propulsion system. Yes, look at the object itself. Okay. Zoom in. I know it's not going to look that great. Is it a drone? No, it's a manned aircraft, CD. Hold on, let's have a look. Oh, hold on. No. Hold on, CD. I think you caught me off guard there. Oh, no, you are right. Okay, so this aircraft that I'm talking about here, the MQ-25 Stingray, is a unmanned aerial refueling drone developed by the US Navy. That's not that aircraft, but it... Oh, where is it to? That one there? Nope, it's not a refueling one. I do apologize. I've got the wrong craft. Give me a second, guy. Sorry, Sadie. Yeah, sorry. I think it might be unmanned. You might be on that one. Right on that one. But here it is, the craft itself. Okay, so get the gist of it. Go to that. Ooh, I think I am 80, well, I would say 90% sure that what Anders filmed was this aircraft. It's quite impressive though, isn't it? Kind of reminds me of like the gliding wing, the Horton wing from the Horton brothers. Just imagine the swastika on the side of it. Yeah, guys, what do you think? Right, let's go back to the photograph. There it is. Zoom in. It's got a bit of a curve in it. Look at that. Almost like a bit of a boomerang. That looks quite straight, doesn't it? Have I got another photograph of this? I'm sure. No. Possibility. A possibility. What we're seeing here. Yeah, good point, Trini Mac. Yeah, probably a new prototype. This is going back to 2000. Oh, actually, no, this is actually saying, the first prototype was actually pushed in as early as 2026. And this is where the guy actually filmed it, Anders filmed it. There's been, different types of stingrays that have been developed. So again, you're probably right there, Trinity Mac, a new type of aircraft. But yeah, this is definitely unmanned. It's huge, isn't it? It's massive. That's what she said. Right. Okay. So maybe it's that. Maybe. Have I got anything else to show? I think we're coming up to over 2 hours. 2 seconds. I was going to do the snow melting experiment, but I just can't be bothered. I've got better things to do. Hold on, I got videos. Hold on. Where are we to here? Yeah, I'm going to bring this up later on one of the streams. I might do this with Hidden. And this is called the Sherrill IGV Inverse Gravity Vehicle. Check this out. I'm clicking all the wrong buttons here. That one. Oh, that one. There we go. Check this out. You might have seen this before. Right. Here we go.
She did everything she could without breaking the law. Now, this was an interesting news article. Every so often
you
in
seen this?
England, we have what we call the UFO sky search, where everybody goes running out to different areas to watch the sky. And the media
There you go. Yeah.
point this out. What they're really saying here in the article, only a saucer ride away, we were testing our latest craft. That, by the way, is the wonderful girl that went to great lengths to keep the cameras flashing. Again, another press photograph. In fact, that one was recorded in many newspapers all over the world. That is perhaps the most used photograph in the world. I think no matter who sent me articles all over the world, books, that photo is in it. That, by the way, is the P11
Oh, really?
test. And I like to point out an 8-force wind girl was running. The reporter is asking me, how on earth does that keep still? And I am explaining to him that those white sections, can we put the flash on the lower part? They're the sections of the body that's been opened. What we're doing, we're using the gale force 8 as one field, and we're using the lack of field on the craft as the opposite. And we've reversed this to the back side of the wind, so we're holding it dead still. And we held it for an hour to show them it won't move until we check.
Okay. Let's get like a good photograph of this. Yeah, basically, I don't know if you've ever seen this newspaper article of this flying saucer. We'll do a follow-up on that, actually. Quite interesting, yeah. So that's to come on Alien Addict. Yes. I've been showing some pretty decent footage, actually, today. With, well, I say footage and photographs of alleged flying saucers. So, right, I'm just trying to find anything else I can show. Oh, I'll tell you what. Nick Cook's book, which I'd love to get on the show, actually. Hunt for 0 Points. Fantastic book. Go get it on Amazon, or I've got this one on eBay. And he mentions about the aurora. And in here, he talks about German flying saucers and stuff like that. But I don't know if you'll be able to see. There are pretty much like aircraft that looks... Sorry, my camera's crap at focusing in. Damn gas! Anyway, you get the gist of it anyway. There you go. So you can see there's more or less like triangular craft that has been in developed stages in the 50s and all that. Another one there. We got the B-52 bomber there. Obviously, that is not the craft that we saw in Anders' footage. Once again, there it talks about the aurora, etc., etc. And yeah, it's got some German flying saucer stuff in there. So yeah, good book. Hunt for 0 Point. So, sort of capping off where I was leading off on Tuesday. Right. Remember I said on Tuesday about AI has been developed like long time before the public has actually got their hands on this crazy technology. Well, check this out. I'm not denying conspiracies. I know I'm very 50-50 now. I'm very skeptical of what's been put out on social media, especially social media. All right, but I'm definitely not ruling out conspiracies here, guys. I'm sorry, there's only a short. That's on Facebook. But I want you to go check out this video because it is a bit odd, this one. Check this out. Let's put this on volume.
I don't know what politician this is.
Hold on, a bit too loud, sorry.
Who he is. But this streamer, live, sees 2 microphones on his chest clipped to his shirt, and he's thinking, why? would you have two microphones? Like, that is just a strange thing. However, he goes on to find in the background of this politician's images, none of the people in the pictures behind these guys have faces. He's going to zoom in on this old lady. You'll see it's not a real face. The books don't have any real names. You cannot determine a single book, and it's full HD, man. And we know AI, this video is from about a year ago. We know that AI is bad with faces sometimes in like a public background. That's what you see in the background. You look at someone's face. So people are shocked. The chat is going wild as he determines this fully legitimate image on a government website of these politicians, blah, blah, whatever it is freaking AI, dude. Have they been using AI for decades? Have they been tricking us more? It's absolutely shocking. And I'm going to show you a video next. Trump's hand, I don't know. My understanding, by the way, is that whatever AI technology that we are using is drip fed to us, slow drip, slow released, and it is as advanced as it will ever be right now. It's
See the points there, you know, with the faces, the double microphone, amongst other things that we're sort of seeing now with AI. Obviously, now it's improved quite a lot over the last, well, 5 years since it's been out, quite dramatically. And this is the point now where AI has actually become quite something else. Okay. I'm going to show you something that is fake. This is so fake and gay, but remember when I said where AI is at some point is going to produce a really good UFO footage and alien footage? Well, I think we're kind of nearly there. Check this out.
Holy, look at that. Oh my God. It's real. It's actually real. Hey, it's okay. I think it's hurt. Easy. We got you. Holy shit. It's okay. We're here. UFO phenomenon.
Look, it's not that bad. Really, when you look at it, really, let's go fucking get this crappy music off, first of all. For AI, it's getting there, isn't it? You know. I know. There you go. Put a bit bigger for you. I mean, the craft alone, it's just the voices are a bit, you know, fake.
Holy, look at that. Oh my God. It's real. It's actually real. Hey, it's okay. I think it's hurt. Easy. We got you. Holy shit. It's okay. We're here. UFO phenomenon.
Bloody crappy music. So yeah, but kind of leading off to what AI has actually done. I'm a huge fan of Alan Watts. Have you heard of Alan Watts? He's a very inspirational person. Very inspirational. Have I got like a quick, just like a 2-second inspiration thing?
Have you ever wondered why you feel different from most people? Why it sometimes feels as if you're standing slightly outside the crowd, watching?
Like that. Okay, so he's very inspirational, and he's helped me a lot last year. So I was actually having my TUF out, and I wanted some Alan Watts, and I thought, I'll just download this one because it said 2026, and it came up with this. Not everyone is meant to enter 2026 with you, Alan Watts. And I'm listening to it. I'm going, yeah, this really speaks to me. Yeah. And then I'm going, he mentions 2026. And I'm going, he's very on the point, on the money, because we're 2026. And then I start scrolling through the comment section of this video. It's AI. It's fucking AI. It fooled me for 10 minutes because I know Alan Watts and how he speaks. He goes up and down. He's very emotion-based speaker. This is a flipping AI robot because it's just stale like that. I could not believe it. It took me a while. I was like, this doesn't sound right. This doesn't sound like Alan Watts. And then I went to the comic section and you can see it down there. This is such a fake Alan Watts presentation that I couldn't get past the first 5 minutes. Yeah, it took me, ruined by music and annoying Alan Watts ripoff. We're there. Honestly, I know what Alan Watts sounds like, but we're at this point now where you get in. Yeah, beautiful voiced. Listen to this. Listen.
Quiet ending that most people don't recognize while it's happening. It doesn't arrive with a dramatic goodbye or a clear explanation. It arrives subtly. Conversations feel shorter. Laughter doesn't land the same way.
And that fucking speaks to me. I'm like, bloody aye, like, go away. Like, but it's like monotone. Listen.
The effort starts coming from only one side, and you find yourself wondering when the distance began, because you never consciously chose it. This is how separation really works. When life is preparing you for a new chapter, it doesn't announce itself, it rearranges. You may have noticed that the closer you move towards something meaningful, the more certain connections start to loosen on their own.
Okay, so you got the gist of it, right? So let's actually listen to what Alan Watts actually sounds like.
Have you ever wondered why you feel different from most people? Why it sometimes feels as if you're standing slightly outside the crowd, watching, sensing, knowing, while everyone else is caught up in the game? Perhaps, at times, this makes you feel lonely, even misunderstood. But let me suggest something. What you call loneliness might simply be the mark of a rare personality.
Okay. So if you listen to his presentations and his lectures, they're very inspirational, but he's got you can tell it's meaningful. This, as I was listening to, I was going, oh my God, I got fooled here. And this is where we are now with AI. It's unbelievable what I can see. Have you seen the Star Wars stuff? Like I don't know if I should play it. It's like it's better than Disney, and this is just a regular people in their bloody bedrooms creating this. It's yeah, it's crazy times. I couldn't believe how fooled I was when I was listening to it. But yeah, fuck AI. I couldn't believe it. I mean, it's got some perks to it. I've got it here. I mean, I'm just going to show just a short clip of this because I'm probably going to get fucking striked for that. I don't know. This is what someone has made in their bedroom. Okay. Check this out. Okay, I think that's enough of it. It gets even better. So this one is actually, they've taken Luke Skywalker and they made him look so real, and they sort of made an expanded universe, which is even better than Disney. I mean, what's that YouTube show? I should have given a shout out actually to what that is. It's called Star Wars Lost Legends. And you think, holy shit, what this person can actually do with AI. And Luke Skywalker looks absolutely pretty much bang on the money. This is where we are now with AI. It's an incredibly useful tool. I mean, I use it, okay, if I need stuff translated quite quickly, and I have to make it very, very quickly, it's quite good. Whether or not that's actually accurate or not. But it's crazy, man. But that Alan Watts, that pissed me off. I was like, it pissed me off, but it kind of upset me a little bit because I got fooled by an AI voice that was not real. And Star Wars is gay. Yeah, it is now gay, yes. And Mark Hamill was an absolute twat waffle. And Disney has ruined Star Wars. I'm not going into the discussion about that, but very much beloved franchise of mine is now gone on a bloody pan. But anyway, I think, guys, that's it. Coming up to 2.5 hours. Yes, 11:30. Bloody hell. Okay, right. That's it. I think that's it. I'm going to save X and everything for Tuesday. What have I got for Tuesday? Oh, Mark Devlin sort of stuff, the music industry. And so Tuesdays, I'm going to have it like a mystery. Yeah, mystery streams, like maybe a bit paranormal and UFO related stuff for Friday's show. So yeah, unexplained stuff, mysteries for Tuesday's show. And I'll leave it on that one because I don't want to spoil anything. So I have something in store for you. So come and say goodbyes now, guys. Come say goodbyes because I am going camping tomorrow and I've got so much stuff to sort out. Yeah, I was going to try and get to Pentuck and all that. I'm not planning to work, but I've got to be up early in the morning. And yeah, so guys, come and say goodbyes now. And I think I'm going live with Hidden on Tuesday. I think so. But Sophia, thank you so much for being in chat. It's a pleasure as always. Green Tea, thank you so much. And Science Evidence Fringe, John P. Adventures. All right. Oh, so I was going to burp then. Sorry. Yeah, mate. I'd love to be on the show at some point. I'd love to have you on Alien Addicts as well, because we can have a good like 5-hour discussion, which I thoroughly looking forward to, mate. And yeah, thanks for being in chat, man. And Azuri Boy, nice to see you. Scooby Dooby Gooby, nice to see you as well. Thanks for being in chat. Bob Lazar, did I say hello, Green Tea? Yeah, thanks, Green Tea. And Disclosure Tonight. Oh, okay, interesting. Trini Mac, and Shipper Pop, and John Strokes. Thank you so much, man. And Benjamin Music Man, thank you so much. Right, and Sadie, thank you so much. Much appreciated. So yes, please like and subscribe. And if you're new here, please like and subscribe. Be much appreciated. I need 2 more subscribers. Hold on, let's check. Are we there yet? Oh, I need 1 more subscriber to get 12,300. That'd be amazing, honestly. Because yeah. Let's see. Nope, we're not there yet. Don't worry. We're there. 1 more subscriber, guys. That'd be amazing. So yeah, if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. It'd be much appreciated. And I'll see you on Tuesday for another live stream. And yeah, have a good weekend and enjoy the lovely weather they're having. That's been shit weather, actually. Dan Peters. Yeah, thanks for being in chat, Dan. Nice to see you. And obviously One True Saxon as well. So yes, have a good weekend. And what's my catchphrase? Believe none of what you hear and only half of what you see. I'll see you next week. Intro. Thank you very much, guys. Much appreciated. Paul, was your post not going through? That's a YouTube thing, mate. I don't know what's that about, but yeah, you missed the intro as well. Oh, mate, don't worry. Just reverse back. You'll be right. But guys, thank you so much. And thank you for the John Strokes, £2 super chat. Much appreciated. Sorry, I just thought to wait. Have a good one. And I shall see you on Tuesday. Have a lovely weekend. All the best.